So guys, habari yenu. Leo nimerudi tena na niko na what I call confirmatory news. Confirmatory news ni news that have been confirmed that things are the way they are. Kumekuwa na a lot of noise around taxation, na nikawaambia every new car that we clear with the new tax lazima nikuje niwaambie. So this week tumeclear Nissan Note Epower, so the regular one. It is not the Nismo, it is not the medalist, it is just the, I think inaitwa HE12. So it's the regular Nissan Note, na tax yake imepanda from 230,000 to 460,000. So Nissan Note imepanda na 230,000. And the problem that we suffered at Mombasa ni kwamba huyo client hata ni Mungu tu amesaidia, juu ni client wa majuu, tuseme yako tu na kakitu. Huyo client, hiyo gari alikuwa amechukua very low mileage. Hiyo gari ilikuwa imfikie na 1 million. Sawa sawa. Saa hizi inamfikia na 1.26. Yani ni vile tu alikuwa na do. I was imagining ingekuwa tu ni, let's say, mtu mwenye alikuwa so much strict on budget and then ukute umeongezewa to 60,000, ungefanya nini? So saa hizi, this is my advice I'm going to tell you and my observation around this Nissan Note, because Nissan Note Epower kalikuwa kameanza kuingia sana kwa mabarabara, kameanza kukua very very common car, and because it was arriving, ukiimport ilikuwa inakufikia maybe 1 million 1.1 kama unaendea very high quality car. But saa hizi kwenda mbele, a regular Nissan Note Epower yenye si very high quality, ukiimport inakufikia na 1.3 1.25. Ukiimport very low mileage high quality, hiyo gari imeingia sasa ligi ya Demio, imeingia ligi ya Honda Fit, imeingia ligi ya Suzuki Swift, na hizo magari sasa ukienda kwa dealer sidhani utaipata na less than 1.5. To be honest, any dealer mwenye anakuja sasa kuleta Nissan Note Epower utakuwa unaibuy 1.25. Maybe wa Kenya 1.5, not 1.2. 1.25 is when you import, but kwa dealer itakuwa inauzwa maybe 1.5. So what I want you to know is that there are two things that will happen. Either Kenyans will continue appreciating the value for money of owning a Nissan Note Epower, because watu wa Uber by the way walikuwa wame-improve, wakasema Nissan Note Epower inawapea very very good fuel consumption, around 23 kilometers with a liter consistently. So maybe kuna mtu tu ata-assess aone, no matter the price increase, bado I am getting value for money in terms of fuel consumption saving. Kuna watu bado wataendea hiyo Nissan Note Epower na 1.5 million. But kuna wengine wenye wako like sasa Nissan Note Epower imeingia ligi ya Honda Fit, imeingia ligi ya nini, other cars zenye nimemention hapo, kina Demio, kina Suzuki Swift. Kuna mtu atasema let me just go for those others, and in that case Nissan Note Epower will disappear from the Kenyan roads. I know kwa nini ilikuwa imepick momentum is because of the value it was offering at its price, but saizi vile vitu zimechange. Let's see how it will happen. But if you ask me, I would still consider Nissan Note Epower, especially if I was to do taxi with it, because electric vehicles and hybrid cars, they are only relevant if you drive quite a lot. Let's say kama wewe ni mtu wa taxi, per month unaweza kuta unagonga 10,000 kilometers, per year maybe unagonga 60,000 kilometers. If you count the fuel savings as compared to gari yenye si hybrid, unaweza kuta pesa zenye umeongezea pale kubai hiyo Nissan Note Epower would still make sense. Unaona, juu mtu mwenye ataendea Nissan Note yenye sio Epower itakuwa inampea average of 16 kilometers with a liter, but mwenye anaendea Epower itampea 23 kilometers with a liter. Mtu wa Uber anajua how to do that math, and the 260,000 230,000 yenye utaongezea sasa kubuy Note Epower, utakuta it's nothing compared to the long term saving ya fuel, and that will only make sense if you are an intensive traveler. Okay, si lazima ukiwa unafanya taxi, but kama in whatever job that you do, you are an intensive traveler, I would recommend that you still go for Nissan Note Epower, because it will still give you a lot of savings. On this other hand, okay, kama wewe si a regular traveler, wewe ni mtu wa short distance travels, why do you need an electric vehicle? Why do you need a hybrid car? Because at the end of the day, hybrid cars, they only save on fuel. Okay, na kama hautravelingi sana, how much will you save on fuel? Kama niliwaambia, a regular private driver, kama gari kama hii naitumianga privately, na for the last 6 months nimekuwa nayo, nimefanya I think 10,000 kilometers. I estimate by the end of 12 months nitakuwa nimefanya 20,000 kilometers. So if this car was a hybrid, maybe igenipea 20% fuel savings, sawa sawa. So is it, how can I say, hiyo 20% yenye ninge save kwa fuel na hii gari ingekuwa hybrid, is it worth investing maybe 300,000 on top? Hiyo ndio hesabu nafanyishanga watu, and it has been proven, kama you use your car privately, kazi yako ni kuenda tao na kurudi, a hybrid will not save you a lot of money. And remember, hybrids will also come with maintenance cost. Okay, so you need to maintain your hybrid system, so there is a slightly bigger maintenance cost as compared to a regular internal combustion car. So kama wewe si mtu wa biashara, kama wewe si an intensive traveler, I really don't recommend that ufikirie sana kwenda hybrid way, because at the end of the day it will not save you as much. But watu wa taxi, hata hii hybrid, hii Epower iongezewe how much, it is still relevant for you guys, because you are getting from 17 kilometers to a liter up to 23, so you are getting like 6 kilometers additional as compared to a regular car yenye inatumia petroli. So ukiwa na hiyo Epower, per every liter of fuel you are getting additional 6 kilometers. If you look at how much Uber charges, ni kumaanisha a trip of 6 kilometers normally itachajiwa 350 to 400 shillings. So ni kumaanisha for every liter of fuel, an Epower will give the driver additional 400 shillings as compared to mtu mwenye akona na Epower. So in that case, for me, it would still make sense. And let me say that Epower price, by the way, it was too good to be true. It was a cheap car that belonged to the small car category, because Epower, actually it was the only car yenye ilikuwa hapo 1 million. Okay, while its counterparts, gari zenye zilikuwa relatively bigger, let's say the Mazda Demios, the Toyota Vitz, okay, the Toyota Passos, all those cars were above the 1 million mark. But Nissan Note Epower, I don't know for what reason, it was still below the 1 meter mark, or at the 1 meter mark, at the 1 million mark. So maybe that's why KERA, maybe they looked at this wakaona, this car, to be honest, it is offering too much for very less money, and maybe wakasema, let us make Kenyans spend, and that's what they did. So at the current price, of course, not the preferred, but still it can offer value for those who are traveling long distances. So guys, kama kawaida niliwaambia hii ndio Mazda CX-5 yenye nilileta. Na kama unataka gari kama hii kutoka Japan, kama kawa, I'm your plug, and I would be very very happy to connect you. So let me know what is your plan with regard to car importation, and I will help you bring one car. Sawa? Cheers guys. Kwaherini. Sawa.